Good morning to all of you. Good evening to all of you, and have a good day. I'd like to welcome you from the People's Go talk show. This evening, we'll be discussing about the collaboration between NUG and CDM activist soldiers. For tonight's discussion, we have the panelists, Htun as CDM Sergent, and Nyan as the medical nursing officer who joined the CDM movement, and Naung as a soldier, and I will be joining the discussion. We will also like to welcome other CDM, the military personnel, to join in the discussion as you listen. Today's talk show will also be live streamed directly on the Facebook, on the People's Go Facebook page, as well as from the television medias as well. So please also don't forget to leave us comment and say where you are joining from, and that also other medias. In addition to the People's Go Facebook page also. So please let us know which channel you're watching our talk show from. Before we start, we'll let us listen to a song together. Good evening once again. We'd like to welcome back to our talk show. And first, we'd like to listen to hear from you. Please leave a comment if you're listening to our talk show. If you're watching our talk show from from inside Myanmar or outside, or if we also like to welcome you to join us using the Zoom link we have provided on the Facebook. We also like to request you to share our live talk show as well. And please don't forget to leave a comment on where you're joining from and which pages you're joining from. So to talk about collaboration of the NUG and the CDM soldiers have been, it is much needed in this revolution to an extent. Looking back in 1988, we can say that CDM soldiers, we had CDM soldiers. A lot of soldiers have joined the public demonstrations along with the people, but only to a certain time they were mobilized, they were convinced by the military once again. But however, in 2021, the situation has differed greatly. when the soldiers first decided to join the CDM movement, they have never returned, and they will never return back to the SAC. And they are committed to this revolution, and they are also contributing to the revolution in various ways possible. Another part I would like to talk about is the role of NUG, or the National Unity Government. In 2021, it also a significant development, and it is also which that is a fortunate development as well, because when NUG has called for the revolution. If you look at it from the both international perspective, from the national perspective, we have a goal, we have a political goal, and we need to also have a political front, and that having a political front make things work better, and it helps us also achieve results as well. That NUG here, when we want to talk about collaboration between NUG and the CDM's military personnel, we're talking not just about the officers. Also, it's also about the enlisted personnel, as well as both men and women who have joined the military as personnel. That the advantage of this revolution, we have the pro-democratic forces like NUG, we have the CDM soldiers, we have as well as the PDF, and they also that way they can work together, they bring work, they work together as collectively is an advantage to this revolution as well. So among the CDM activists, military personnel, the soldiers are the most command. We know that up to the release information now data, there are about 3,000 soldiers soldiers enlisted. There's also that among them the number of female soldiers are quite few. It's partly because naturally the military don't have that many women enlisted as soldiers, but there are very few, and among the few, there are also those who have briefly joined the CDM movement. One of them I would like to introduce you to is Sergent Htun. She has been one of the early CDM activists who joined the movement, and she's also, in addition to being remaining strongly in the movement to the CDM, so she has also been contributing to the movement to help others being able to join the CDM as well. So Htun, hope you're here. If you're here, then I would like to know how do you feel? How do you feel, and what makes you decide to join the CDM movement? And that the fact that you're working with NUG for the defection of the other soldiers. So we'd like to know, like, what do you think about the existence of NUG? How does it contribute to the CDM movement? Good evening. So I tried the CDM movement on 3rd of April 2021. My name is Htun. When I first tried the CDF movement is because the main reason is that when I'm seeing that the military killing the innocent civilians, and that it may not be killing as many now, but we have seen that we have also already seen that the military is killing the protesters, and then sending the bodies back, and then so I first tried the CDF movement in April, and that NUG was established about 2 weeks later. I want to join the CDF movement. I have already decided back in February 2021, but I don't know where to go. I don't know about I don't know about the route, and it says it will be a long way, a journey, and then for men it is a difficult journey, and that so our group doesn't want to go because being women we don't want to, so we were just staying quietly in that and at about the end of the March in 2021, we started hearing that the ethnic organization will receive the CDM defectors, so that I reached out to them. He also have joined in 2021, so he said he will look at the situation, and that if we can go, then we will go, so that we started making plans, and that although that so we have to start buying supplies for the journey, and that we cannot cannot bring those supplies back to the army, back to the army camp. So I have to put them outside, and I was staying about 2 weeks quietly, and then went to an ethnic area. They accepted us, they received us, and then from that area, about I think 2 weeks late, 2 weeks after I have joined the CDM movement, then NUG establishment of NUG was officially announced, and we feel encouraged. We feel encouraged because before there was a CRPH, but CRPH I don't think CRPH was at the time was able to do the next. So I was feeling that really encouraged, and that also for us is also for us to be able to that that most for certain people to go to the ethnic area might be very difficult. They will not be able to trust, and they have a lot of concerns as well, because what we know in the back in the days is that we every time we have been sort of like brainwashed into thinking like the ethnic other insurgents, they are rebels, and we are quite concerned that what something might happen, and that we were worried that that we were something might happen. But after NUG, it really that is help us being able to that to reach to connect with the other organization, and so we feel greatly encouraged by the establishment of the NUG. So this is about the established NUG. If I recall correctly, NUG was first established in the middle of April 2021. So the establishment of NUG is like having an umbrella, because in February when I joined the NUG, when I joined the CDM movement, NUG was not yet officially announced yet. So NUG is just like giving us an opportunity where to go, who to contact. It gives us a more of a channel, a path to look forward to. That I know that also this talk show is not just for people who support the democracy movement. Of course, also that military that also because just recently I don't even know about that Bullet last week account, and that recently, and that with the MRTB, and that he was also using a different pseudonym for his account, and then so that we know that that MRTB account has been removed, right? So I was able to look at it, and there what I saw is that People Soldier, they said that People Soldier talk show, and that people go, they are listening, they are watching these shows, they are watching us. They also have posted about it with the screenshots, and they also like I have an interview with the commander. They were writing about it there, because like they were like quite a lot, in fact. And that so they say they usually talk a lot about it as well, that in the beginning, that to the extent that these talk shows were so successful, that in the regional command, that they would that they also they even watch it on TV in the regional commands to be to follow. So that that I think it is also, we will also like to request you to that is to share this on the as well on the Facebook pages as well. Please share with others too, so that we can reach out to the more people. So that okay, so Jin, thank you for sharing, because the role of the women in this revolution is also important. That in the inside the in the NUG also we have a lot of women participation, so that it is also that it really has strengthened the movement because of women participation. So do you want to anything add to discussion or anything, because it is also how do you want to inspire others, how do you want to encourage others, and what will be so please listen to us and tell us your recommendation and your words of encouragement, inspiration to the CDM. So please share our talk show. That is that if it is difficult to be able to watch, you can also share and save that our show on your Facebook page as well. Next panelist I would like to introduce is Cô Nào Yu. Cô Nào Yu is also the one of the that now one of them to us working and leading the people's school team. He's also helping that and working with the indigenous subordinates. So
CDM လုပ်ဖြစ်လာတဲ့အခါ
Can you also share with us about your joining the CDM movement and after the establishment of the NUG, because you also is someone who have been working with the NUG. So can you also tell us the role that is the NUG has played, and that also how, and that also like can you also share about the importance of the role of the NUG for the CDM military personnel? Thank you. So as a CDM a soldier and as a citizen of Myanmar, that in my opinion, NUG is is a revolutionary front that gives a political guidance and that that is in a way the direction to the movement, because NUG is consisted of this that was NUG was established by this European is of the members of the parliament who have been elected by the people's vote in the 2020 election, who have this credibility and legitimacy that comes from the elected personnel. So that is for us is a legitimate government. That so as a government, it is important to give us to give a leadership in terms of to give also the guidance as well as in terms of and also to give the credit to the international like international that recognize to engage with the diplomatic community. It is important that NUG we believe that NUG could lead us to victory. NUG that we consider NUG as the government that has the mandate of the people, that has the support of the people. As a citizen of Myanmar, that they are the legitimate government that has the mandate of the people. So they are the public government who has the trust of the people and to lead us. They will also play an important role of the future to end that military dictatorship, for the establishment of a federal democracy union, and to be able to achieve the political goals that people are inspiring to. It is important that we engage with NUG, we support the work of the NUG, and to accept to recognize NUG as our winner, and to work in collaboration with the NUG. That it is also important that that NUG also will need to support us so that we can strengthen the defection movement. The NUG is also providing support from support in various way to help the cities, so that to have the soldiers join the CDM movement. They are also within with the capacities. They are also providing assistance and support to the soldiers who have joined the movement. That they are also will recognize the CDM soldiers as the good citizens of Myanmar. They recognize that beyond the revolution, they also have been NUG has drafted a bill, because good citizen is also working on the enactment of a good citizen bill, which will recognize the CDM soldiers, so that we can also have guarantee for the future after the revolution to be able to live with dignity and honor that they deserve. So it is important as citizen, as a CDM soldier, it is important for us to contribute to the work of the NUG, to work dynamically to support the important work that our public government is doing. Thank you. Just received a comment that my voice is a bit low. It's also because I'm not feeling very well. Please bear with me. So that and we also like to ask our audience for, I'm sure the audience have comments and recommendations to the CDM soldier as well as to the NUG. So please feel free to write them down in the chat as well as in the comments as well. That and in addition to this talk show, that we also would like to we will also at the end of the talk show, where you also be listening to the CDM soldiers who are providing recommendations to the NUG as well. That will come later. So this talk show we are transmitting it two times a week, so that everyone stays and there's Sunday. If you if you are a regular audience, so if you listen, if you watch our talk show, also please please leave a comment in the chat files. But it also please we will like also request you to share because this sharing this talk show will help the fellow soldiers who want to join the CDM movement will have information. Some of the family, they have the soldiers are family members who will be able to listen to. And some people think that these talk shows are only for soldiers. No, not only for those who are active in the service. That sometimes they don't have access to internet, they don't know about it, but for to join the defection movement, it's the families, the relatives who help us join the CDM movement, so that it is important that civilians are aware of our talk show and not learn about what we are talking about, so that they can help who are interested in the CDM to be able to join the movement. So the next panelist I would like to invite is Thar. Thar is a CDM that is a CDM the CDM captain from the nursing of nursing. He joined the CDM movement along with his family, and his child was only 8 or 9 months old when he joined the CDF movement. He was and he also is contribute to the revolution with his professional knowledge as well. So I'd like to ask you, like that on your joining the CDM movement, what are the effects of the NUG, and that also the existence of the NUG, what are the impacts that it have on the CDM military personnel? Thank you. Good evening. I would like to extend my warm greetings to the people who are watching this, listening this talk show. My name is Nyan. I joined it from the military medical corps. When I first joined the CDF movement, NUG was not yet established. Later, with the CRBH, then the NUG was established. Later, we know better who to contact, who to engage with for the movement, and we have a clear line of in communication that the government that we need to connect with, and we have communicate with it. There were a lot of challenges in the beginning in terms in connecting, engaging with the energy. We didn't know who to reach out to, and so we were like also that so we have always we had to flee to a place to a safe place inside the country for it, and then we started to the NUG started to share publicly how to engage with them, how to connect with them, and then then we have a program start to happen like people's arms or the people's schools, so it's make it easier for those CDM soldiers to reach out to. Later, and also later those for the soldier who want to join the CDM movement, they can reach out to People's School, and People's School have been assisting those interested in the CDM to be able to do the CDM successfully. So of course there are both advantages as well as weaknesses. The NUG is a revolutionary government that they represent the people. The people also recognize NUG as a government. So, but as a British government, there are a lot of needs and there are a lot of requirements. But I think it is although it is not able to fulfill all the needs of the people, I think it is also important for us to engage with the soldiers, engage with we are doing what we can to the most as possible, and that also that for the CDM soldiers that so they are also the CDM soldiers are also contributing to the revolution in various way, in various approaches. So I think it is I feel really encouraged by the existence and the support of the NUG. The next person I would like to invite is you. So NUG. So NUG is good, and the NUG is also trying, working hard, but for the revolution to become better. I'm sure there are also a lot of recommendations to be made, and that because all the recommendation, the suggestion we make is very much that is is also, I think also is for the very constructive, and that's how these the comments will be accepted, will be received as well. So we'll have better knowledge. Also, we also like to request you to share as well. That please also feel free to is as well. Like I would like to after that, we also would like to ask the people how they want to, what kind of recommendation they want to give as well. So that so for those who are watching us or who are following our show, so please feel free to ask this question. We're also given a chance as well. Leo, you're here. So that Leo, you also have been one of the early CDM activists. So for us, a CDM is like an operation. As a soldier, you that is to when you fight in the battle, it is costly because both parties suffer. It also costs lives. But when you join the defense, it's on a way saving. You can also save, like Leo, you have joined the CDM movement from the front line, and they're from the front line, from the battlefield, and you have always been that you're also engaging with the NUG and working with the NUG. So that question is that when you you are, I believe that you are also in a position that to listening to the voice of the after listening to the voice of the CDM soldier. So that what is the opinion of the CDM soldiers? How do they feel? That do they sometimes they will come and talk to us and say we need more support, and they are very inspired by it. It is our responsibility to share as well that the information that so what do they what do they feel, that how do they feel these, what are their response to us as well. And that I was in the beginning, I was going to help moderate the entire talk show, so that I also like to request Kolio to continue to moderate the session because I'm not feeling very well. Thank you. So to respond to the questions about this, that how do the CDMs, soldiers, how the CDM, the military personnel see the NUGs. So when we first joined the CDM movement, and then I joined the liberated areas, and that and then also the NUG has provided us with the assistant within that they can, that like Kunayo and like Nyan have explained. So they within the limits, within their ability, they also, of course, we're not able to meet all their needs, that they also really help. And that as well, that they have to help PDF, and they also have to need to help the CDM soldiers who are in the liberated areas. So that like providing assistance to the troops on the ground, they have to put a lot of efforts into it. And that so they goes more into the PDF as well. It's not that PDF are not, it's not that the CDM soldiers are not important compared to other needs. However, that some of the CDMers are like some of them they're joining the forces, some are working on the like this, some are working with this with the others as well. They are supporting the CDM as well. So they're from the NUG. My point is that CDM, the supporting the CDMs is good, but they need to if they can do more, because that the more CDMers join us, I think that means the SAC will have that soldiers, and that's important, because because this means that if they lose one, and then we are gaining two from us, because they lost one soldier, we gain one. So I think it is the win is twofold for us. I think the CDMs are so important. So I think, and it's important the NUG to recognize that, so that by giving more support to the NUG, that will also welcome, that will also convince more soldiers and rank and file to join the NUG as well, so that these CDM soldiers, they can also contribute. They will give them also opportunities for them to contribute directly to this revolution. That will be very helpful indeed. That's all I would like to share. Thank you. Liu, I think that that was not feeling good, so you'll have to continue to that help moderate the session. Will it work? Can you do that?
Oh, okay,
okay, no problem.
When you do the teacher of
oh, okay,
Is Koniduda still here? Could you check with him if he's able to? And that Koniduda also share with us that he's not feeling well today, so he will not be able to. That he has requested me to continue that moderating session. Before we talk about the talk show, I just would like to check with you. I think I see a hand raised by the audience. I would like to give a chance to the audience and to check what they would like to discuss. So I can see that a hand that has been raised that I would like to first give so give us the hand first. I give to mic to 832 Tiger. I hope you can hear me, 832 Tiger.
Hello. Okay, 832 Tiger.
832 Tiger. Are you here? Are you present? If you can open your microphone.
Hello. Okay.
Okay, if you're not able to talk, then I would like to invite the account Kusoso. We'd like to invite Kusoso. You have raised your hand, so if you're ready to talk. Zozo, Kusoso, are you present here?
Could be
an internet difficulty, then I will just call the next person. Thuta.
Hello,
hope you can hear me.
Yes,
we can hear you, bro.
What
would you like to discuss?
What I
would like to ask is about about the CDM. CDM soldiers, you joined the CDM movement. And when you join the CDM movement, for example, like I'm speaking like a citizen, we'll feel pleased and we'll feel honored, and that we are also proud of you. So we are also contributing to the people's goal as well. So that we are also part of the group called MFDM3, and we are supporting and contributing US. So what I would like to say is that when the soldiers join the CDM movement, and that we welcome the CDM like other public servants who joined the CDM movement. So I'm sure you will know, like we have those that we support more, we welcome more the soldiers join the CDM movement. So you're from the Ministry of Defense, and that what is happening is mostly with the defense as well. So the defense and security forces. So we really support you as well. What I'm trying to say is that that it is we welcome the CDM soldiers, and that another point we would like to say is that before we have heard about that we are 28, 29. So that in our age, we have soldiers, we have friends and soldiers and officers, and that often they would, that there are those who have committed atrocities, and that sometimes they might not feel like it, and there are sometimes they might not have chance, but they so I think, how would I put it, like that some of those are also feel that I've done this, and I will. They don't want to face that what they have committed. If there are those who are also continuing to do that. I'm sure you will also know about this. But those some people have started doing there's something something wrong, and they don't want to be. They don't know that you want to able to join. So I think it is important that you should also talk to them, and so that you will also need to to mobilize them so that they will listen to it, and so that they'll be able to. I think if you have the courage to, that say, I admit that I have committed the crime, that people will not be, people won't be responsible. People will not hold you. We believe that you have been forced to do so. You have been ordered to do certain things. So it is important that for those who join it as well, that so that there are no I just want to let you know that we don't have any kind of we don't hold grudges against you, and that is important to see the light and to see the truth and to be able to do it, because the longer it takes and to be yeah. So I'm from Sakai region, Kali, that in our the villages in our area, the villages are now the villages are being banned now on daily basis. We have fewer and fewer villages. More and more villages are being done. That is happening, and they say that that the officers give orders, and that the soldiers follow these orders. Some are, I don't know even how to say. So what I'm trying to say is that we know that they're also civil servants. We thank you for joining, and that we welcome you. And that also, I think it's also important that you all, the senior CDMs, will also need to help that other CDMers join as well, so that that you need to help them so that they will be the more in joining. So it is thank you for sharing as well, that so that thank you also for looking at the CDM soldiers from the good perspective. Thank you very much.
Okay,
that's all I would like to share. Thank you. So please feel free to join us in the next week session as well. We run it on a weekly basis. Thank you for joining us. So that and we also like so we always we would like to stop for the given a time, that we also like to invite our panelists also to give advice or recommendation to the NUG. So let me first I would like to invite that Nyan to start.
Oh, okay. Okay,
so my question to you, Yelton, is what that advice or recommendation you like to give to the to the NUG as well. Well, a lot of recommendations to be made actually. Like, let me say that first I would like to talk about the code that for those CDM, those who enjoy the CDM, there is a code that when they issue this code, that the code is like, that it's going to say that some of the codes are like the code, it takes a long time to issue the codes to the CDM soldiers. Sometimes the codes have came out, and that, and also like, and that there's some people who have to stay in the places that they don't have record. They need have the code helpers give us to be able to have a, because we have nothing. Then when you have a code, that this is the code for CDM soldier that the NUG has given, people trust us. People trust, because it's also hard for the people to trust us. They will ask like that some of them can reach out to say that their people are getting suspicious for us, and that they when I get the code. So if the code is too long, then it can be difficult. That I know the NUG is working on the program to issue codes, like maybe we can codes will not make that, not take it too long to issue the codes as quickly as possible, like every month or every 2 months. It will be good for it will be quite helpful for the soldiers. Before the codes were like so that there aren't many female soldiers like that for it, because also it is so no when a woman soldier join the CDM movement is also it is also encouraging. And sometimes that for a soldier, often he is married, he have they have children, so the support of the women is important. That sometimes when the wife wants to leave, but the man does not want to go, and that also sometimes it's the wife who who is also pushing the husband to leave as well, because when the soldiers leave, because women also have to join in the movement, and also that military will also that if a soldier join the CDM movement, then the woman will be evicted by the military, so she will lose her house, she will lose her soldiers' housing, and also there are a lot of needs to take into consideration about the women's support is much needed for that as well, and that also though there are also a lot of those who have joined the CDM movement and who are in trouble as well. For us to a lot of soldiers to join the CDM movement is because that they need more support because they have children, and without concrete support we cannot give them that. We don't know what is happening, we will not be able to show it very clearly what is happening, so it's quite difficult for us as well. Sometimes some people will ask like, can I get a job? And if I join the CDF movement, they want to have some guarantee, they need something concrete to offer, like I'm sure that and also that NUG is also engaging with this as well, like Malaysia working with this, and like other countries. That's also an opportunity that for this it is important for that if there are opportunities for that for the job opportunities for them, it will be good, because they need to able to, they need support for their livelihood. They no longer have a place to stay, they no longer have a livelihood, so that's why also some of the soldiers know what will happen to my children, what will happen to my like they want to know, like they have that, if you can tell them that, well, this is what you can do as a job, and then when that that we might also have the opportunity to be able to join the new terminal is also built, and also financial support is just not just a financial support, it's not just for the soldiers but also for the wife and the children. Some of them have to come with their family. If we can give some kind of financial support not only for the soldiers joining the CDM but also their wife and the children, it will be very helpful. Yes, indeed. Thank you for sharing. And that for a soldier to join the CDM movement, NUG give so NUG's that the delay in issuing the codes, and therefore the family to be able, the family also need a support for livelihood, like a job, or the financial support to give more for the, if the NUG can give more, that will also help with the for the CDM, so be able to join more as well. And that also and that also that also will be that they also will be able to contribute to the revolution in different ways. Thank you very much, indeed. So that so about the issue of the CDM code as well as the support for the family. So do you, do you also have anything to go like to guys? Do you have any advice for the NUG as well? Like I was asking that so that that it is also. So what I would like to, what will be your recommendations as well? So I have been in the part of the people soldier, and now in the people as well as in the in the people school as well. I've been working here since before the people soldier program, and like the CDM code is also and that issue is that in our group also we work with that we provide new support as well as so there are many challenges in providing that for those especially those who join the CDM with their families. It really is make it hard, because to get the CDM code can be that to be able to give documentation that the place where they are staying, that they have difficulties and all that. These are the challenges we know they are facing, that we also try to, with the NUG, we also try to work together with the NUG to provide as well. Like we have the regional state and regional focal persons. What we also will do is for those who are joining the defectors who will join the division movements, we also providing them assistance as well in this way. But there are also one of the weaknesses, and I understand also the issue, the challenges as well, because as a revolutionary government, it's quite difficult for the NUG as well, for the NUG to be that you know, for to those who join the CDM movement is also that the assistance they provide to only to an extent is quite limited, resources are limited, and that there is also the need for the armed revolution. It is happening at the same time as well, so it makes it hard that in this revolution, when we think about this, that it is important that this revolution is knowing only with a single strategy. Everybody is trying to provide, trying to assist, and that also it is as well. And also that it is for also important for those who are going to join the CDF movement, that and so they also need it is also a strategy to the revolution as well. I think it is important that for energy government cannot maybe they might have forgotten about it, and that also for the NUG government, that is there are also some systems that support the NUGs are given, like you know, in the past, so that in July of 2021, for example, that for the people school, and there are those who have joined the movement, as so like they provided safe houses for them to stay, the places where they can stay, and that's kind of like that was also the support that we have received. But later on, so there are also other no needs as well. So maybe it's because we are not able to reach out effectively as well. For us is that those who have, for us those who have left, we is also that during the revolutionary period, and that we is for us to what we should say to the to this our revolutionary government is also we also feel you know reluctant, because you know we know that you know that we have decided to stand by the people. We have decided to stand with the people, so that for physically as well as psychologically, we also have a lot of needs as well. But we try as much as we can to to help as a with the CDM. So we try to make it that it said that you know that we are also asking for assistance to help them as well. We try to provide for them as much as we can, but it's quite there are a lot of needs as well. So I'm not talking to meet all our needs. It's kind of because it also is very difficult. Myself, like I am and that I'm in the people's people in the people's school. I'm helping them as well. But a lot of soldiers like some officers, as well as that when they reach out to us, they could be and that is that and that so it is not just we can do it alone, and that also is that and that it's also important to continue to help us as well. Thank you. That's all I would like to share. So that it is also important for the NUG government also has that also has issued a statement on their opinion on the position on the CDM soldiers, and that they also provided assistance to the CDM soldier as well. Like you are saying, therefore, because of the communication difficulties, and as well as on with the other needs also, that in terms of assistance, that some of the assistance there has been also gaps in between as well. But in the with the NUG, with the public revolution it's been nearly it's been over a year, and there are also more and more soldiers have joined, and to support to stand for the people, and that these soldiers also they are also trying that with their capacities, with their what they can do, they are also contributing to the revolution with what they are able within their ability as well. So that so we can say that we also now like to ask, like you know, what the CDM soldiers are doing to support the movement, and that as well as and also after the revolution also, that is the CDM soldiers, like in which role in the politics, or in which role the CDM soldiers can play to support beyond the revolution. I would like to start by the discussion by inviting Ko Naung. Yes, Ko Naung is present here. Please go ahead. So as to the question of the CDM soldiers, like how, so beyond the revolution, how can the CDM soldiers contribute to that discussion? Oh, thank you, Issa. So greetings to Htun and Koliu. Like as Htun said before, it is important to provide a systematic assistance to the soldiers, because so a NUG government is our government, and that we rely on the government, we believe in the government, and we also that of course as a revolutionary government also that they also talk about a lot of needs for it. Yeah, this is also true that when we say the CDM, that it is important the energy for the revolution for the to be stronger, that is that it is that the CDM and that so it is all the CDMs, and not just the soldiers, that the CDMs are from different ministries. They are also facing a lot of challenges, and we understand that they also have a lot of challenges. All the CDMs have a lot of difficulty, but for the soldier and the police CDMs have a different forms of challenges. So that we are facing as well. So it is kind of could you speak a little louder? Oh, okay.
Okay, man.
So that so we believe in the NUG, the British government. We trust in this government, and there are weaknesses, and we want to highlight the weaknesses so that they can work on it. Because NUG, the biggest weakness is in terms of I think a response is the slowness of the NUG in responding to us in our collaboration. In that, for the NUG is slow in responding in that, then also they also we can listening to the voice of the as well, that and that so that they in a way so for the NUG is our revolutionary friend, and we want NUG to listen more to the people, to listen to the voice of the CDM soldier and other CDM, and also do so as well, because a lot of people are contributing to this revolution in various ways, and these CDMers they are also part of the revolution, and that you know that military joining the CDM movement is so important to be able to contribute to them, to be able to do the best that they can to support, so that so it is important that that's why that it is also important to understand that you know, that challenges, there are difficulties that we will also like to to present it to the government. We want NUG to listen to us more and respond to our needs as well, and that like and also have shared about the CDM have different difficulty and challenges, and that I think CDM to be more that we want CDM to respond NUG to respond more quickly to this. So the one thing we are frustrated is that there is the slow response of the NUG, and also make things more difficult as well, and that so that that is so it is important to listen to the voice of the CDM as well, and that the CDMers to be able to that and that as well that it is also important to also to strengthen the movement, and that also that we can also that was as well. I think for CDM to join the movement more, I think it is also important mobilize and that to make mobilization to give guarantee and for the future, as well as to bring them to the people's movement, because they need a political guarantee from the NUG, and that it also that it is because for that to be able to understand them, to be if we do that systematically to make them easy to understand, and that is also, so we also that will also means that the soldiers will, that it is to be able to do that. It is important for the NUG to listen more to the voice of the voice of that as the voice of the CDM soldiers as well, that and that so it is also important also to that to share as well that it, but that thank you for that one to, so for although the people have tried the CDM, and like this all the CDM civil servants are facing many challenges, and I think it is also important that in this revolution, so that I think it is important, and that we know the NUG is leading the revolution, and so it is also important that and that so that we want that NUG to give the time and to listen to the voice, so that they know how to convince the other as well. I think it is important that when the military, that is also we are also working actively on this, but it is also important to listen more, to be exposed more as well, that so, and also to help support them as support the CDM soldiers in the way that they can. This is something that so that just saying that I think it will be good to be able to get the support of the government that we rely on. For the, it is also important to have something for the future as well. That is like that what will be the future of the soldier, what kind of guarantees are there for their future, that and also that how is NUG is working on their. I think if we give them that kind of a guarantee, I think that will also be good. It's important to inform the soldiers, keep the soldiers informed, so they know better, they know what is happening. That will also so that those who are feeling feeling locked inside this movement will be able to join as well. That also will help, so that so NUG is doing a lot of things. We know that they are also engaging with us. They are also doing a lot of things, but I think in short that I think the most important thing is for that is slow. NUG is slow in responding, and as well and that and also for it is also that it is also they also need to listen to the voice of the different actors, and that's what we are expressing as the weakness of the NUG. So we like to so to listen to the to the voice of the to the voice of this that CDM soldiers, and also to help us, and that we stand ready, and we are also engaging with the NUG. Thank you. So that in some of the work of the NUG, that they are slow in responding to it, especially for the CDM, that to listen to the recommendation and the voice of the NUG, and that is important, and that so thank you for the discussion that we have also. I think people will also understand better as well. So right now, I would like to give a chance to before I give a chance for to the audience to discuss that I also like to so with the NUG that for what the activities of the work the NUG has been doing, how can how can the CDM soldiers contribute to the revolution, that I would like to ask the people first that how do they feel, how can soldiers contribute to this revolution as well. So if the people, if they're listening and you have any recommendations or how the CDM soldiers can contribute to the revolution, or that you want to improve, so I would like to request you to write in comments on the recommendations to the NUG as well. So I would like to now invite one of the people who has so Iari Bora, you have raised your hand. You want if you're ready to speak, please go ahead. So what we would like to discuss that so do you have anything you want to add to the discussion? So for the NUG, I think it is important to give more support that and also there should also be more clear information about it as well. So there are soldiers who want to join this as well that we are not able to give a clear answer, and some of them are also worried and that because they have to leave their families, sometimes they have to leave their alone. So it is important to that is that even if they cannot go to a third country, I think it is important to ensure they have a safe space and that they have like at least for livelihood they get support for like because those people who left the military, the fact that they are able to work, they are physically capable. So if they are in the either a lot of people will go to the Thai border, so if that they can then to give them job opportunities. So those who join the CDM movement to give them job opportunities, so that if you can create that, then it will be helpful because they are not waiting for go. They don't want to go to Australia. If they can have a safe space to space, they have a job to do. They would be do because rather than giving them money and then food supplies, giving them the opportunity to work. If the NUG can then reach out to like a factory, like maybe like there's a factory where all the Myanmar workers can work as like could be soldiers or the teachers or all the civil servants can work, and then that will be good for them. So that's for the CDM civil servants, they have a job and they have a job, they have work to do, so that you can also get income from the that factory. If you cannot, you can also reach out to the the brokers and those to help the CDM to help with the work with the brokers to ensure that some sort of like economic opportunities to give them, so that to help them. I think that would be great. So that's people will have a job opportunity rather than just many. That will also help increases that will also help increase the number of those who want to join the CDM movement, so that it is thank you, and that has NUG for the provision of the CDM. You all have the military CDM. You also have the from the civil servants from the ministry as well, so that it has been provided assistance to them. Also, it can also be that is difficult as well for the NUG as well. That and also that for that for that you are giving like opportunity to give more that it is important to also to give them. Thank you for sharing and the opportunity what should be provided to the CDM. So thank you for sharing. Thank you. I think you are just doing this twice a week. I think so. I think you can also bring in. You can also ask them to live stream by the the social influencers and then celebrities. I thought that was will be effective because if they can share them, that will also be effective. Thank you. Thank you. We will take note of for the point you have made. Thank you for your advice. So thank you for listening. I think that those who are listening to us also like people that more people will know about it, to be able to do about, and to also be shared as well, so that they can contribute to more soldiers joining the CDF movement. And that is so we also like to request the people to share our talk show, so that more people will get it as well. So I would like to give the Zozo account. Zozo, you have raised your hand. Are you present here? Yes, I'm here. Thank you. Okay, so that she would like to share what would like to contribute to the discussion. First of all, yes, thank you. What I would like to say is that I think is that I would like to so that we feel encouraged for CDMs joining this as well, that we also feel encouraged and inspired by it by as joining as well. What I would like to suggest or advise is that in a rural area, I'm in a Jimabe area, Jimabe in Sakai region, we have a lot of a lot of PDFs are that PDF are strong in manpower, but they don't have enough weapons. We cannot provide enough weapons to them. And then also when it comes to weapon, they don't have much knowledge about the use of weapon. They don't have proper training for it as well, proper training access. If possible, we also would like to get NUG and that these CDM soldiers to, if possible, to help them not to spread out and then to do the knowledge sharing, to do the training, to get proper training to that as well. So in our area, some of our friends they are like that they are part of the PDF, and they have like 200 people. And that when it comes to weapon, how to use the weapons, or about this, but mainly that there are challenges that in terms of knowledge, they don't have that it could be the place, if possible, the CDM soldier, if possible, if there are possible channels to way to the knowledge sharing or these PDF. I think that's what I would like to give a recommendation to. Thank you for the point you have made, that also that the CDM soldiers are also are also providing assistance for the weaponry as well as on the strategy. There are also those who are also doing this for security reason as well, that there are things we will not be able to speak up as well. Thank you for your advice, and that we have taken note of it as well. Thank you.
Okay,
in that case, we'd like to invite the next person who have raised their hand. Go Nyumi, if you're present here and you would like to speak, you have the floor. Go Nyumi. Is Go Nyumi here?
Okay,
maybe internet difficulties. So let me invite next person who has raised his hand.
Hello,
Kunyomi, are you here? Would you like to have a chance to speak?
Okay,
okay, in that case, next person would like to invite these people. Oh, okay, I'm here. Yes. So what would you like to give advice, or that ask questions, and also what will be your recommendations? So how could you think that what kind of support that people can give to increase the number of CDM soldiers? Would like to welcome you. For people, how can people contribute is that people want to contribute, but people are also afraid as well. So people are also afraid. That's also the challenge. They want to be part of it, but they support this also. They are also afraid as well. That I think that is so I think it is important to know that because it's a soldiers will also depend on if they reach out to you, that is more like less than people. We need more soldiers who support the democracy movement. We need more of them. So you can also need to do that as well. So I'm also I'm a former that hope that you can also hear me. I guess we can hear you. I was also a former military serviceman. So yes, there's those soldiers, they want to participate. They want to that for the security is very weak for them. That they are challenged. They feel the security. They don't feel secure. They don't feel safe. So for them to join the CDM movement, I think what you should do is to ensure there is security to work systematically on the security, and then you also have that internal security as well. And also he said you have also need their weaponry, because you have the people, but then as well, so who, it doesn't matter how strong the how strong the the officers are, how they good they are at fighting, but without a proper weapons, they will not be able to win the war. So I think it is important that it is also important, recruitment is important, also getting weapons. Like how will you do that? Are you going to turn your enemy's weapons into our own? That means they take it, that means taking the risk, and that means sacrificing our life is necessary. I think it is important to fight quickly, and then keep it short, and then go as well. So I think this way that you know, if you want to attack a column, I think the most possible is that I think if they're fighting the column from the back, at the back is good, because if they are, you know, the column is marching, they will move forward. So if you go and you know, if you go and with the column, that doesn't work. So you got you know, cut the column and then get the weapons and go, because you have to first build your build your weapon and build your power. So I think this is one thing I would like to suggest you to do, and that if it is that I also have sent a message as well that so if you get more weapons, then like we can come. We will come if we're gonna get, because to understand that we will really want to join it. So it is but about the getting to, so that you can get more and that more soldiers and that more the information. So that's what I would like to share. How old are you? I'm 34. I'm almost 34. Just. Sorry, I was always calling young brother for that. So I think so that's what I like to do. Thank you for joining us and thank you for sharing. And that if so, let us know. Let us please, and you can contact us if you want more information. Thank you for joining us and participating us, and also. So if you are in this place, you can also send to us. I can also share you more details as well. Thank you for the discussion. Thank you for joining us. Been looking forward so much to this, and that and I didn't have the ID number, so I didn't know. So I was able to follow with the ID. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening as well, that show. And I feel that I really encouraged by that did as well. But I know I also feel that I'm not really doing this. Also, I don't feel what just want to do. I'm from Nipido, and if you want reach out to us, that we can do. So please give a chance to others. That's what I just want to share with you. If you have any information you want to know about information, and that what you know things will be that I mean, we're willing to help as well. So that you know, I really physically want to try and be part of that movement as well. And that as a former soldier, and that and as you are interested to join this, and thank you for joining our talk show. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you. So we want to support. We want to support. That's what we want to do. Thank you. So that you know, it's been over. We are over 1 hour now, and that SLS part that of our talk show before we end this Saturday. So that we like to so we would also like to that about the role of the CDM soldiers and the collaboration, and that we have invited also the audience to join the discussion. We also have 2 or 3 people have joined. So now it's time to before we close the today's session. So we like to ask if they have any words to give. We like to ask any of the panelists if they want to contribute to the discussion. Do you want to add anything to the discussion? Thank you. So that I think it is it is important for the collaboration of the NUG to support the NUG. Your voice is a little low. I think also it is. We have already have if we also share about the issues or the challenges of the working with the NUG. After a revolution has reached a certain extent, a lot of CDMers are facing different challenges. They face different challenges. We understand that our CDM civil servants have challenges. What I'm saying is that in this the people are the key to the revolution. People are the key. It's the support of the people that we're able to be able to move this far. But the people are also facing a lot of challenges, and that as well as and that there are also many challenges for that people as well. That it is also that the challenges of the CDM are also require support as well. That for the CDMers to be able to overcome that, I think it is also that for CDM soldiers to join the more soldiers to join the CDM movement, to be a CDM movement to remain strong. I know that there are also challenges, there are also the weaknesses, and there are also issues. But I think what is important is that our strength is also the strength of the people. That people support give us a so stronger for the revolution to be will continue strongly. So more soldiers to be able to join the CDM movement. We need the support of the people. That we need we need the support of the people as well. That what is important is that the support of the people, and that we rely on the people. The support of the people is needed. So we also like to request the people to support us. The support of the people is really important for all those who are participating in the revolution in a different way, and that so that will also be important as well. It is that important that for the people support us until we have reached the goal. So that we like to request people for their support as well. We believe in the people, we rely on the people, and we believe in the support of the people, and that the people are supporting us. We like to request people to continue supporting us for our movement. Because my purpose in saying this is that NUG has difficulties and challenges, and that what the CDM are facing, and that so the CDM hope to achieve these are important, and then for every single one of the people not be able to support us. That so that only with the support of the people will be able to achieve the goal. So we want to continue rely on the people. We need the support of the people to be effective in our work. We hope that we'll be able to reach that the goal of to be able to end the military dictatorship, to be able to establish, to be able to achieve the goal of federal democracy union. It will like to work. Will like to request people to join the movement, to support the NUG, and to continue to support the actors, the various actors of the movement. So that's a message I would like to give. Thank you. Thank you. I will invite next person, Nyan. Please. As I have said before, so that to any thing that you want to share to the NUG government, and also that to welcome more support for the CDM, CDM soldiers from the public. So we like to request you if you like to add anything to the discussion. Well, it is that it's been a year that since the revolution has been ongoing, and that for the NUG government also for the I think that there is also more and more and broader and deeper collaboration as well with the soldiers, CDM soldiers as well. That the CDM soldiers they are also like they are also contributing actively and directly to the CDM movement as well, and that and also for as a revolutionary government, and that so in terms of that to there are also that is also so they need also assistance as well, because revolution is getting stronger. That it is, there are also a lot of needs to meet, and that in the ethnic areas as well as in the mainland areas there are a lot of need as well. So people are also putting more efforts to it. At the same time, that for the CDM soldiers, that they are participating in this. At the same time, we also face a lot of challenges and struggles that because we have for those CDMers who want to, that we also need the new defectors to join to as a people soldier. We are trying to help them as much as we can to join the CDM movement as well. And that in this revolution, that this M revolution is important. At the same time, we also need to use different strategies and different approaches. So it's also is important as well that so we also need to bring the defectors out. That is also that we also want to get the that we also need to provide also that to help the psychological as well as physical needs for the material needs for that as well. But that is also that the more the more the revolution is going, I think so people that the support of the people and the focus of people is good. I think it is also important that is it doesn't lessen, but people also people need to continue to support us to be able to give attention to that to give attention to this as well. That and that because we want this, I'm one of those who want this revolution to be over very soon, because my country, in my country, I want to live I want to live in peace, I want to live in tranquility, I want to live in stabilities. That I want just not me, I want people to be able to go back as well, and that's if necessary to an extent, if I like Kano, I will be participating in this revolution as well. That's what I have been thinking. So right now I'm not in a safe place. I'm also still in a fleeing the difficulties. That's a contest we are in. So it is I think it is also important that there are the factors are important, and that it is also important for us to be able to do that as well, and that so it is also important for the people to give attention to the revolution and to continue support us. Yes, like you were saying before, it is for that it is important that and like the CDM soldiers, people also want the revolution to be over very soon. We hope that we want the revolution, that we hope that the resurgence and is imminent. Among the panelists, I would like to invite Htun to what will be your message to end our talk show, recommendation, as well as that message to the people as CDM soldiers, that not just for the military CDM, for the civil service CDM, and that some of them have to turn back and become a non-CDM as well, and that that if they don't do also that and they don't get jobs, and they will not sometimes that also happen. They have no way to, they cannot find a job. They are being that for all that they also have a lot of difficulties as well. That I think it is but as a CDMs in this as a CDM is a strength of revolution. The CDM movement is successful. People were able to stay strongly, remain committed to them, and people of Myanmar are also facing difficulties, and the CDM, both military and civil service CDMs, are difficult because we are all on the journey, the same difficult journey to reach the goal of the revolution. It's hard. People are supporting us. I believe the people were going to support us. That when you have the support, and then there are also like click to donate, and there are ways you can do, and Lisa, you can also giving comments and sharing, because it doesn't have to be financial support. We know the times are hard and people are hard. I would like to to do the things that you can to support that movement. I would like to wish you all a safety and best of health. Thank you. and that so that from the People's School we had we have every Sunday talk show we organize on every Sunday, and today's talk show has the title of NUG and collaboration of NUG and CDM soldiers, and that they would like to end our talk show here. Thank you very much for joining us, and that we also like to request the audience who have been listening to our talk show to share what we are saying to the others. So through that, from this kind of sharing, that that will also to share about the People's Goal is also supporting the soldiers to join the CDM movement, and we also need the support from the people. And if you want to know how to support and how to contribute, if you want to know, please contact us, contact the People's Goal team, and then you will know how to support us, or you want to join the CDM movement as well. And thank you for to all the participants who are joining us on the Zoom, as well as who are following us and watching our live stream on the Facebook page, as well as in other medias. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support, and would like to wrap up today's talk show here. Wishing you all best of health and happiness. Thank you.
Think of Galilee, the girl who think about the cool. မရှက်တီးပေးနိုင်ရင်လေဖနက်တွေကိုရပြည်သူကိုမပြတ်ပါနဲ့